Hi everyone, Buba here. I'm the Chief Ethics and Culture Officer at Women in AI and a Senior Director for Finance and Compliance at Capgemini based in New York. Thanks again for joining in today for an exploration of business model innovation, especially in light of generative AI technology. I'd like to share my views around productivity gains amid technical limitations for executive boards and the C-suite in corporations, startups, nonprofits, and the government sector, and more importantly, how generative AI can unlock hidden value and improve efficiencies with respect to strategic competitive advantage and also integrated with people potential and ethical policies. As we know, generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can significantly enhance collective human abilities and not replace, in my view, and allows us to iteratively create and improve and to analyze and summarize unstructured data. That's the key, be it text, voice, code, or images. In an enterprise, this affects everything we do. It's large sets of data related to our customers, employees, partners, policymakers, and all stakeholders of the business. Generative AI is rapidly evolving and it's estimated to grow at $15.7 trillion, as in trillion, in potential contribution to the global economy by 2023. We're expecting efficiency gains and real cost savings across marketing and sales, operations and engineering, risk management and legal readiness, finance and tax automation, and more importantly, R&D. Identifying and building for use cases should be driven by responsible design, ethics, security, privacy, and governance. With Gen AI solutions, we can be democratized. They can come from both individuals and businesses, not just data scientists. So this will allow the brands to transform and focus on a much higher value innovation. So now, given this context, what are the top 5 considerations for CEOs to stay ahead of the competition, right? So firstly, there's more to come. We are in very early stages with Gen AI. Though deep learning models have entered the mainstream to create images and content via real-time prompts, and even with multi-models innovation, right, where a single AI model effortlessly can process different types of data, the C-suite should be intentional in piloting use cases in a controlled study and prioritize an ethical and responsible approach to the development and expansion of Gen AI within the business. Secondly, with so many unknowns about how Gen AI will redefine and disrupt the tech landscape and people's lives in general, while reshaping most industries, including the creative and white-collar careers. As a CEO, it's critical to ensure that the technology is integrated into all the business processes, applications, products that drive both automation and innovation. Even just getting started matters to explore the potential future transformation of your organization and to start demystifying generative AI. Next, we'll see R&D being revolutionized exponentially. Instead of developing a product or capability from scratch, we may concentrate on how to fine-tune the foundational AI model for diverse and specific applications. There's going to be a new kind of build versus buy decision-making within the organizations, and Gen AI models can quickly expedite the innovation while significantly cutting down the time and money spent on R&D traditionally, right? So CEOs now can focus on the top 5% to stay ahead of the curve. And fourth, as we know, the talent question is becoming a more complicated question or issue at the point. We already have several low-code and no-code tools. However, with public domain and enterprise class Gen AI models, our data scientists and AI engineers will be required to apply industry and functional expertise in addition to training AI models for specific use cases without bias and discrimination. We'll need cross-functional teams with open and transparent culture to build the strategy for AI products and services. And like I always emphasize, the CEOs should ensure the human element alongside privacy protection to successfully harness Gen AI. And lastly, with top-down organizational governance and change management to face the upcoming transformation, it's clearly in the hands of the C-suite to ensure that the right guardrails are in place across every stage of adoption that mitigate key security and societal issues. There should be trusted ecosystems with voluntary measurements as well as reporting to eliminate bias. In a recent survey, roughly 75% companies that have integrated AI into their business strategies have scaled their AI pilot initiatives to deliver wide-ranging outcomes. And that ranged from accelerating R&D timelines for new products up to enhancing customer experience. Almost 50% confirmed that the return on their AI initiatives exceeded their expectations and accelerated digital efforts by at least 5 or 10% more. So now what are some of the generative AI use cases that can transform their enterprises for the C-suite, right? So how can leaders leverage Gen AI to save countless hours and resources on simple and repetitive tasks and further free that employees' time to tackle more value-added services? I think to start with, employee training is a big area of impact. Gen AI can create virtual assistants, also known as bots, that assist employees with quick answers to questions during trainings. And they can provide tailored guidance to learn and improve more efficiently. Likewise, knowledge management and decision making. The whole organization can leverage a customized knowledge base that can store and organize content that can be quickly and easily accessible for knowledge sharing at any time and at any level. And now taking this one step forward, the CEOs can get better insights, right? Because generative AI can process large amounts of data very quickly and efficiently for analytics. And this will only improve the quality of the C-suite decision making. However, we should also ensure that this heavily relies on trusted data as well, right? Now, another area definitely is customer support. So with Gen AI, we can provide 24/7 support on all channels. It could be chatbots, email, voice assistants. This will only reduce the burden on support teams and improve customer satisfaction so they can give a more personalized approach to solving problems. And lastly, content development and market specialization, to name a few. Right? The best SEO-friendly content will not be a dream anymore. And to stay ahead of your competition in the industry and to expand across markets, Gen AI can provide customized product recommendations to customers based on past purchases, but it will also will be more natural, right? And there will be human-like responses in real time. In a recent survey, 3 out of 4 C-suite executives believe that they don't scale artificial intelligence within the next 5 years, they'll be risking going out of business entirely. But also we should know that more than 75% of them acknowledge that they struggle with scaling AI, generative AI, across their business and diverse geographies. And that's why I think it's critical to leverage public-private partnerships. We need the private sector collaborating to drive government regulations, to advance the interests of both of them, and more importantly, to ensure all-around cybersecurity, risk control, and resilience. Creating a task force that reports to the C-suite and the board of directors is critical. It's essential to explore existential threats as well as identify major opportunities, right? To plan a roadmap for discovery, to scope the skills, to find out what kind of services and investments are needed. And lastly, to encourage out-of-box thinking about business processes, but within the boundaries of usage guidelines, while fully understanding the risks, issues, and best practices, but also ensure that anything and everything is always reviewed by humans, human integrated intelligence, right? So thanks again, everyone, for this opportunity. So if you have any questions, you want to chat more about this topic or learn more about women in AI, so please connect with me on LinkedIn. My handle is right behind. Thank you.